is solving October November 2014 P4. Okay, let me just see if the volume is increased. Right. Okay. Here we go. You work for the University of Tawara and are required to complete the processing of students' data and test results. All documents published must be professional standard and suit business context and contain your candidate details. The following files have been provided to you. You have to familiarize with the data. I always tell you to do that. And you are also provided with the following file, which is for your mail merge. Prepare an evidence document. You are required to create a database for computing and information technology faculty of the university. Use the data in the following files to create a relation database. Ensure there is no unnecessary duplication data. Okay, so first of all, let's import the files. That's the first step we have to do. Okay, so here are the files, and let me just import them. Right. Class lists. Class tutor. And lastly, we have to import is the student details. There were 3 files that we have to import. After we've done this, let's make a suitable relationship. And the suitable relationship that we can think of right now is the class code and the class code. One-to-many. Give a screenshot of this in your evidence document as well. And student ID with student ID. Create. Yes. Let's come to the next part. The class lists are incomplete. Find the students in the CIT faculty who have not been assigned to a class. Okay. Assign the students to IMT class and make sure their records are complete in all the tables. Okay. So what they're saying is, if we see over here is the CIT I have is 96 CIT. Fine. And if I look at the class list of CIT, I have 93. This means there are 3 records that are present over here, which are not present over here. And I need to find out those 3 records, and I have to assign them, and I have to paste them over here. Well, the best way to deal with such kind of issues will be, let me have the student details over here. Let me display the student ID and the faculty. Okay, and let me write over here the CID file. Run. How many records do I get? 96. Perfect. So, and okay, I have this. Now what I can do is I can simply save this query as CIT list. Okay, right? So we need to compare this with this basically and find out who is there and who's not there. So we can come to the query wizard, find unmatched, and both I need to compare is the query list with the CIT class list, and I want to compare the student ID with student ID. Okay, and I would probably like the student ID to be displayed as well, and the faculty. Finish. Good. I get 3 records which are present or which are not present in the CIT class list. So I'll come to the design view, right? Okay, let's just pause for a while because the prayer. Okay, so if I run this, I have the following, and all I need to do now is I can simply copy this, come here, and I'll just paste this over here. Control C, this, Control C, this, and obviously I'll assign the CID, and the question said I have to assign them to the IMT, the following class, right? And now I can save it. So we've been able to do this. Include details of your methods and the result of your evidence document. Okay, so we have this. I can just close this now. I don't need it. So now I have 96 of 96 records that I actually need. Prepare a report to list students in the class. So let's make a query. Prepare a report to list the students in class. The report should display a suitable prompt for the user to enter the class code. Okay. First of class code. In the report header, show the class code. We can do that with student list. Okay. Include your name, sender, and footer. Group the report by lead tutor, gender. Okay. Group the report by lead tutor and gender. List only the student ID. Give a name, surname. In the order, into ascending order of surname. Include details of your selection method in your evidence document. Print and the report where the class code is this. Okay, so we need to put over here is enter the class code. Run this, you enter the class code, you get is this, right? And you click on the report. You will name it as we'll give it a name. Students in class. We're going to name it students in class. There was no particular name. So here you go. Just align it properly. Code with the student list as the only. So class code has to go up. So what we can do is I just want the border style to be transparent so that when we view this, oh, this was now CS3, right? Just line properly along with it. That needs to be done. Okay, and we are include details of your selection method in your evidence document. Selection method you have to show is this. Okay, this. Okay, right. Print the report where the class code is this, right? Okay. Export the report to HTML file. Provide screenshot of the file displayed in the browser in evidence document. So we have to do is we have to take this into HTML document. Oh, I cancel it. Okay, fine. And this is what we have to show, right, in our evidence document. Okay, next. Results for the students in CS3 class lists are given in this file. Use this file to calculate the marks for each of the students as percentage. Okay, so we have to come to now the Excel part. Okay. Now what they're saying is, let's go back to the question. Use this file to calculate the marks for each of the students as percentage of the possible marks for each module. Print the results showing the percentage values displayed as integers. Print the formula used to calculate the results for module JS1 and PH only. Okay. So we have to use this file to calculate the marks for each student as a percentage of the possible marks for each module. Over here is right, and here what I can do is equals to right, and B3 I can do is, and if I replicate this, let's see what happens. What do I get? C3 divided by C18, is it correct? C3 divided by C18, correct, correct, correct. Now all I need to do is, I need to make my C18 absolute, make D18 absolute, make E18 absolute, make F18 right. Okay, so print the results showing the percentage values as integers. Print the formula used to calculate the results for modules JS1 and PH1 only. JS1 and PH1 only. So formula, so we need to hide this, hide this, control tilde, and just show the formula this. I think a printout. Okay, right. The percentage scores are used to determine the grade for each module. Distinction, credit, pass. Students achieving less than minimum score for pass is awarded as fail. Create a table as shown below, and for each student insert formula to display the grade in each module. Count the number of grades. Count the number of grades at each level. Okay, so right, create table as shown below. So what I'll do is module grade. So I'll just copy this. I'll create a table, paste it somewhere else. I don't. Okay. So what they're saying is right. So if I want the grade over here, another if, right? So all I need to do over here is I need to make some references absolute and some references not absolute. So what I can see over here is your L8, L3. If I replicate it down, this will not be absolute. Okay, so if I do this now, 3 turns into L4. This is not a number, so when it's comparing it, obviously it's giving failed. So we need to convert this basically into a number, not percentage even. So the best way to deal with this will be to get rid of the percentage. We should have not formatted. Okay, so I'm just getting rid of the percentage, and I'm dividing it by 100 because due to the percentage, it was not recognizing it as a number but as a percentage value, so we were not able to get our right answer. Now since we have converted it into a number, we will be able to use it within the if function, because within the function there was a comparison going on, and when it did compare or did try to compare, it wasn't actually. So now all I can do is I can simply copy this and I can paste it as values. So if I come here and now if I replicate, I'll get the values. All I need to do is I need to replicate this way and I need to replicate this way. Why GS1 is all failed? Why do I have GS1 over here in the first place? Sorry, I think it was just GS1 is just not required. VR2 was the last one, so this was not even required. Sorry. Okay, next we have done this. Display the grade. Count the number of grades at each level. So we need is pass credit. Pass credit distinctions totals, right? We should have something like this, right? And let's count the number of grades at each level. If Slow and steady wins the race. Let's not try to just go very fast. No. Sorry, it's not distinctions, it's distinction. Right? So we've been able to do this as well. Print a copy of the table showing the grades and the totals, ensure the size or edition is visible. Print the formula used. So make sure you press Ctrl tilde and you print the formulas used. Okay, Ctrl tilde, come back and display them. Data in this table is to be added to a database created in task 1 in a new name. Data in this table is to be added to the database created in task 1 as a new table name. Okay. Write to structure of So what we'll do is all we need to do is we'll simply copy this, we'll open up a new and we'll paste it as value and we will name it as here, we'll take it here. Right, so we can come here. We can come to database tools, make a relationship, show table, and student ID with student ID, or we can make it from here. Right, save it, close it. Students in class CS3 who use an email address ending with this have not been able to receive their email, their results. Use grade notice.rtf template. Okay, right, so obviously what we need to do is let's make a query and add the following: student ID, given name, surname. So let's add student ID, given name, surname, insert student email address, right? Let's read again so that we aren't missing anything. In certain merge fields were indicated, students who have been awarded fail in any modules are required to contact their lead tutor. Include and edit a conditional field set the following. For students who failed in any module, fail grades recorded, number of fails merge field. Display students who did not fail in any module. Students who did not fail in any module. Okay. So what we need to do over here is display fail grades. First of all, let's okay, first of all, what we need is ending with for. Please don't. Just wanted to copy it. Here you go. Fine, I can. Did I add the email address? Ending with, so star. I have the following. Fine. Used selection method, done. In merge field indicated. Students who have been awarded a fail in any module are required to contact their tutor. All we need to do now is receive the result. So we need to put a condition over here. So I'll just save this as, and this is my database 19. It was great notice, right? Yes. Why am I not getting it? Okay, at times if you don't get it, like in this case, there's no issue. All you can do is export this as Excel. Now all I need to do is following format, double D student ID, alt F9, student given name and surname here, space surname, insert student email address here, in class, insert class code here. I hope I have not forgotten to do that. I have not. Insert tutor lead tutor here, insert GS1 VB1, we have to insert a conditional field here, and that conditional field will be, let's read again. Okay. Condition: include an added conditional field to satisfy the following. Condition for students who fail any module we have to record is this: display number of fails, merge field. Okay. Copy. Back. I'll just try to do a bit fast. Do okay. So we get the following result. Next point. Use CS3 notifications. Do we have one? CS3 notifications. Where is CS3 notifications? Document, create a macro using CS3 notifications. Save the merge document as CS3 notifications. Okay, so we will save this merge document, save as CS notifications. Okay, create a macro procedure to carry out the following steps. Set top margin to 3. So let's create macro. Okay, so what we need to do is set top margin to 3 centimeter. Insert the text confidential in the header. Confidential in the header. Format the text in the header as center aligned, serif font, Times New Roman, .4, bold, and print the letters. Okay. Right. Run the macro procedure to print the letters. Right? So the letters have been printed. Very good. Print a copy of macro code procedure. Okay, take a printout of this. Print evidence document. Okay, and print the code as well. Okay, see you for the next time.